Hello, hello, hello. Hi, hi, hello. How you doing? Doing good? Better be doing good. God damn it, you better. Can't take it if you're not. Yes, welcome to another stream. For those new, I am Dalah, EP Box Dude. And I'm sensitive. No, I am a little sick, I think. Possible. I've had a little bit of a stuffiness. Yes, Boxhead VTuber. Welcome to another stream. We have been streaming every day this year. The goal is at the end of the month. Today is day 48. I forgot that one. I was going to say 47, so it's a good thing I looked. And we are doing some art. Doing some art today. Yes, look at this. This is our reference art. I actually really like this art. I have no idea where it's from, like who did it. But I actually really like this drawing here. I have like multiple copies of this as like reference throughout my computer. But yes, today we are doing something fun here. Let me try this. Here, let me get some reference for the things we're actually drawing. Let's see here. Hollow Knight. Here. The Hollow Knight. And we also want the Radiance. I don't think we'll actually finish this drawing today, because we only have about a little under 2 hours maybe to get it all done. Well, actually, we probably have just about exactly 2 hours. But I think we can get a solid draft or two done. It has this. It goes like this. That. And then I've got this weird ass posture. I'm not even drawing on the right layer. That's fine. Here, this needs to be a bit taller, actually. Something more like that. So we got this, and then it's like that. The fuck am I doing here? Oh god, this looks so bad. But fine. Ah. Roar, roar. And then we want you, my friend. I don't actually think you are my friend, I think you are my enemy. But what you? Something like that. Something like that. I know it looks like an owl. Gives me owly vibes. You know, with this sort of face shape here. And these are quite big. Do this. Have an idea of what we want here. Let's see if we can't get this a little better here. Okay. Now we're going to go in it with some blue. We're going to try and get a clearer image of what's going on here. Um. Ugh. Ugh. Gotta be careful. Oh, fuck. Alright, that one snuck up on me. Alright, I gotta blow my nose, so. I think I have too much dust in my room. I'm a dusty box. Alright, now then. Look at this, grab this. There's actually a little bit lower to the ground here. Also, sorry I'm not keeping track of chat, I'm just focusing on this. Here, you know what we can do? We can do this. Yes. Right? Yeah. Go like this. He's got this. Got it. Not like that. And this one is kind of got like this. Yeah. And then kind of like that. This wasn't a bad reference for the mask or hat or whatever the fuck these things are called. Kind of coming more to a point here. But go. He's got like a full ass hand. Oh shit. Well, not quite. It's got like 3 fingers, but got like a hand. Interesting. Oh, you know what he has? What the sword shape is? This is the sword shape of the Radiant thing that the Radiant has. That's interesting. Then we have rack right here. Something like that. And we can even have the point coming over here. And then we'll do a red, this cloak thing. Something like that. And then like this. And then like this. We also got this thing. We also got this thing. Goes way up here. Yeah, this arm reaches down a little too far, so I'm actually gonna raise it. Raise the bar. Yeah. And we just have to erase some of this. I think that's a pretty okay Hollow Knight. His head's much bigger than that. Where is his head based on here? Head's like not quite that big, but pretty close. That big. Yeah. Where? Oh. There isn't really a good reference I can find for this, so we're just going to wing it a little bit. Then we're going to do this. Huh. You seeing the vision? Are you seeing the vision? And we're also going to do like this. There. It's too much. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Do there. Do there. We can do some smaller ones too. Opacity on that. Here, let me actually go up the opacity real quick. We can get a ish idea of Knight's body. Okay. A little bit of a tilt. Like this. And then we want on a layer below, even this, want you. Most important part is these eyes. Would be a good color. We'll go with purple for this guy. Remember our dear Masha, I think her name was. Hey. Hey. Masha. Crystal. Peak. Where are you? Maybe in here. Mila. Aww. Looking back at her, she's really sad. After you kill the Radiance, if bringing her back is not an option, or like you don't kill her or whatever, like I did, I'd be upset. Honestly, I don't really remember killing her, but very clearly did. She's not there anymore. This. Then we just need big old glowing eyes. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. You know what's interesting? Before I played Hollow Knight, like before I ever even started it, I had heard a couple things, like I had heard names, and I thought that the Pale King, because I always heard him in reference to something called the Radiance, right? I always thought they were the same thing, but corrupted. But I'm getting the sense that it's not the case. In which case, I don't know where the Radiance comes from. Maybe I do. No. At the very least, I don't have it confirmed in any way. Hmm. Why he look so fat? Why did I draw him so fat? Here, you know what? We're on thin him out a little bit because he's kind of a chunky boy here. Keep getting texts. I'm not sure who from. Every time I look at my phone, I have no new messages. I think my phone might be haunted. I don't even have any new notifications. Just keeps boop boop. Oh. That is a notification. Pay the water bill. I will get on that after stream. Alright. How's that? Not bad. Coming along pretty okay, I think. Why am I not drawing at all? Okay. There. I don't know what the problem there was. I need to look back at the radiance. Radiance. Okay, so he's kind of got, like, fluffy. A little bit fluffy. Fluffy. Hmm. He's got like a skinny little waist. This little bit here. Skinny waisted. Little Eldritch God. Honestly, would. But yeah. So Something like that. For some reason, the Eldritch God gotta have a thigh gap. I don't know why that's a thing. Alright. Let's draw these guys at the very least. We'll figure out what this whole thing is after. You know what? Here, I'm just gonna use this. Images. Alright. Gradients. Images. There we go. Save image as. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Just this. We can get rid of this. We don't need this. Here. Here. Of course, there's a fucking garbage truck right outside my fucking window. Can you hear that right now? Luckily, you cannot. Okay. Yeah, that was stupidly loud. Okay. That was bordering on... I can't really hear what I'm saying. Okay. So we need to pull up this thing. This little fucker right here. There he is. Right. Here. Right. Thanks. There we go. There we can thin this out a little bit. Something like that. Okay, but this is stuff that is not currently relevant, so we are going to do this, and then do this. Alright. Let's see here. We'll use... I use every color here. Here, we'll use like brown. Brown. Okay. Let's start on the hall, or on the night. Okay. Got that. For reference, I'm talking to my chair. Got a little rolly chair, but it's also about 20 years old. And like, yeah, it's about 20 years old. Second hand. That's the word I was looking for. So, sometimes, I'm pretty sure it's haunted, you know? But sometimes it just feels like moving when I'm just sitting down. So I have to kind of inch it back into place. Have to thrust. Thrust is a weird word. You know, just saying it. Thrust. Now I'm curious about the etymology of that. Pretty sure we got a little crack right here. Little crack on the backside. Something like that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And then we want this. There we go. There we go. Oh. Oh. What are they making it then? It's got a waft of some really nice smell. But yeah, the reason I'm doing this drawing and with this, time constraint, is going to be going on a very long walk. Down the seawall with a good buddy of mine. We haven't done that in a few months. And we like to. So, I'm looking forward to doing that, but it does mean that we're cutting this one a little bit short. Eventual 2-hour mark. I probably should have just woken up earlier, but I can't be perfect all the time. Can I? Impossible. Would such a thing even be possible? No, not really. But meh. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm going to get some A&W too. I think that's what I want at the moment. So we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. I haven't eaten today because here's how my day went. So I knew I had plans to meet up with this friend today, and we were like, all right, we'll figure out what we want to do. And then around 9 or 10 a.m. I think it was closer to 10. Yeah, 10 a.m. I woke up a little bit late, and I saw the text that it was like, hey, you want to go do this long walk that we do sometimes, right? I was like, yes, I do want that, but also, fuck. So I jumped out of bed, got all my stuff ready, and started a stream. It also means I ain't eaten yet. I'm a very hungry box. Oh. 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 Alright, then we want to do this. And we're going to raise his sword a little higher. So that it's actually in his hand. For some reason that wasn't at normal. Got to change it back over. And then we want something like this. Now, I'm going to do this, clear up this little area here. This. There we go. I might do a Radiance run off stream. Take a stab at it. Because I'll probably end up, again, I said this last time, but I'll probably end up recording killing that one because that might very well take me a month, you know? So I'll just kind of slowly go away at it, and in a month or so, well, I might end up posting a video about it. Hey! Whoa, what is that? That bing bong? That the bing bong? I do like the badge. It's very nice. Oh, how you doing, Sarah? I'm doing quite well. Just working on some art here. I actually recently just downloaded Peak. Thinking who I want to play it with. I'm like, I don't know. Ain't decided yet. Maybe we'll have a collab stream or something. Or some Peak content. The knight who lived or didn't. Yeah, I got it from watching someone play Peak for a bit. Nice. Alright, let's see how this looks here. Is there any way to do this? This is how we'll get our bubblies. Yeah. There we go. We're probably going to do a pretty short stream today here, Sarah. Like, probably not going for more than another hour. Just so you know. But, yeah. Time constraints and all that. Big stretch. Ugh. Hey. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted. Someone messaged me. Ugh. Being a streamer's so hard. Oh god. I really should just turn off my messages or whatever. But I'm curious. I'm a curious little fella. smell everything they're making out there. Smells like French toast. A little bit of bacon. No eggs. Oh, I thought for a second maybe some eggs, but nope. Then we want, well, something like that. What about this guy? Really just move this guy over. Oh, shit. Not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do. Ooh. Ooh. I put that on the wrong layer even. Oh, I'm just fucking up all over the place. Here. We'll reset, and then we'll do something like this. And for some reason this guy's hard for me to draw, so I'm just going to trace him a little bit. Okay. All I'm saying is just wood. Come on. Skinny little waist. Little thigh gap. I don't know. It's weirdly... something about in here too. Like it's weirdly blurring. All I gotta say. Oh. Hmm. Go. And we're just going to give it a little something, something here, something, something there. There's so radiant. Honestly, I think I might redo this shade thing. The smokiness. Because here, let me explain my idea for this drawing a little bit. Hollow Knight in front, right? Oh yeah, this is something I forgot I wanted to do. There it is. And then the Hollow Knight, like right here. We're gonna do something like that. There we go. Kind of standing off with each other, as it's, are we? Nope. Not this one. Was it this one? As it's sort of doing its little scream thing. And then kind of blurred out behind it in amidst like smoky shadows kind of thing would be the radiance, you know, just sort of floating there. Because that's who you're really fighting. You know what I mean? Here, let's open this guy up. Get the color here. And then we're just going to go in here and we're just going to, you know, color some of it in. Like this. A little bit like that. Nope. My undo button is right next to my save button, so you have to be a little bit more careful. Not really, I can just exit out of it, but kind of annoying. And we obviously want a little bit like here. Make it a little darker here. Something a bit like that. Yeah, something like that. Then, of course, we want our beads of glowing energy in here. Sort of like this. Something a bit like this. A bit like that. maybe even a really glowy one. Ooh. Something like that. Oops, that was on the wrong layer. Yes, of course it was. Go. Nope, not what I want. A bit like that. Yeah. And then we also want to lower the opacity on this so we can actually eventually see what we're doing. But for now, I like that. Oh, that's not bad. Alright. We do have to clear it out from these guys. It's kind of supposed to be in front / behind these two. Kind of like this. That. Feels like it should be wider. Kind of like this. Quite that far, but maybe there? Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll just... Cha. Also, grab this and go up here. Cha. Yeah, I like that. Oh. Now, I guess all that's really left is the line art and then, the final product. So, I might work on some line art, actually. I didn't expect to get this quite this far. It was good progress. Just an hour. Hour and a half, I guess. What do y'all think? This is a good drawing so far? You like it? I think it's okay. Get rid of that. Actually, I'm gonna keep these because, yeah. Because, yeah. So I'm just going to this. Actually, I want to see how this looks on this. Now, oh, that's a part that I forgot to clean up. Clean up, everybody clean up. Jesus. It took me back that fucking who knows how many years. And then the thing about this is wait, did I do the right layer? I did not. Fuck. Like that, and then no. Learn. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, and I'm just going to delete that. Something changed. Oh. We're also going just real quick. Like that. like that. One like this. That. That. Oh. And we're actually going to erase some of it. Like that. We're actually going to that. Again, going to erase some of it. We're going to merge these two, and we're on down. Motion blur them to the extreme. Something like that. Let's see how this effect looks. Yeah. That's kind of the effect I wanted. Maybe a little bit stronger. We'll have to work on it a little bit, obviously. But that's good. All right, let's do a little bit of line art. Can at least draw our little guys here. Oh. Go. There we go. There. Alright. Now, we're going to we need to go up a layer actually. Now that we've done that, we're going to blur them slightly. Just slightly. A little bit. There we go. Go. That should be good. I don't think I'll merge that layer there because I'm a little bit uncertain if this looks better here. Actually, no, this definitely looks better. I'm uncertain of how I exactly want these to interact, so I'm going to continue just doing the line art. Yeah. On a separate layer. Very nice. Oh. Oh. Fuck. Okay. Have to get in the stretches. Ah. We're just going to cut up here with the hand. Hmm. You've ever seen Hunter x Hunter, the anime? The 2011 one. Uh, the kind of way they do. Who is it? Kite. Or no, not Kite. What's his name? He's the first Chimera ant, like that we really get, and he's like that kid. What is his name? Colt. His name is Colt. The way his hands work, with those sort of like feelers at the end. That's kind of how I'm drawing this guy's hands. Also, nice. I respect you even a little bit more, Sarah. That's a good anime taste. And then we're just going to have it here. Actually, we need to go to a separate layer here. And just erase. I always want to know something weird, Sarah. Do you remember the show Gravity Falls? I do. I watched all the way through it, and I know quite a bit about the whole series and creator and stuff like that. I know about the what's it called? It was like a hunt for Bill Cipher that went on into the real world, and there was like a little Bill guy somewhere, like in some random forest. He was just sitting there. You know how people called Ford a freak for having 6 fingers? Yes, I do remember that. Vaguely, but I do remember it. Hmm. I think it's weird how multiple characters had one less finger and didn't get second glances. Huh. That is strange now that I think about it, because I think you're right. There are characters in that show that have fewer fingers. Not something I've ever thought about, but yeah, that is weird. Nope. Um, um, I'm such an ass. I'm just thinking back to the time my friend was playing Uncharted, uh, the last one there, and I guess spoilers. Um, I spoiled him that uh, you were going to play as his Nate's daughter. In the end, there, I was like, because we were talking about where the series might go from there, because Nate retired. But I probably should have stayed out of the conversation because I was the only one, I believe, who had played all the way through the game. I accidentally, it was 10 seconds before she was introduced, but so it wasn't all that bad, but he still holds it against me a bit, which is fair, honestly. Was it on purpose? Was it on purpose? In my head, it went because I was thinking about how he just recently was just calling out a thing in a game that somebody else was playing, and I just looked at him and I was just like, "Ew, dude." But I didn't say nothing. Guess I did fuck up on that one, but and also someone else called him out, so not quite on that, but as they said, "Hey, shut up." Also, wasn't nearly as important a moment in the game. Boy. Oh. That's not too bad. And we'll just do this. And I get this right in there, right in there, right in there. And grab this color right here. We'll go over here. We're just gonna do this, and do that. We'll even do a little something like this. That. That. Go. Also flip this up. Something a little bit like that. I think that's where we're going to cut off for today. I'll either finish this on stream or I will just post it somewhere at some point. Well, I think we will be raiding out today. Here. Pull this guy back. Alright. Oh. I'm just fixing things up here real quick. Oh, I ought to jump over here. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Oh, right. Just doing the big old stretches. There. It's right back here. Okay. So, who are we going to raid? If anybody has any suggestions, I will absolutely take them. I do have an idea. Any ideas? No? Okay. Well, I'm thinking we're going raid the Corey 3D. Corey 3. I hope people will go and show them the support. But yes, thank you for showing me your support. Chatters, lurkers, friendos, all the above. Hope everyone enjoyed the stream. And if by the end of your time here, you want to drop a follow, we're happy to have you. But... Oop. That was not what I meant to do. Reopen last closed tab. Yeah, that was very much not what I meant to do. /raid. let's just make sure that they're going to be going a little while longer. They are a fellow Cardboard Head VTuber. So I wanted to raid them for a minute, but I hope everybody will support the raid. Here, let me just do this. But yes, finally to my Cardboard Crusaders. Good time zone. See you tomorrow. Stay comfy. And of course,